thousands of years, the Somerset levels were covered in water. It wasn't until the monks of Glastonbury Abbey drained the levels that the land could be used productively. For over a century, the Moorlands factory, situated halfway between Glastonbury and Street, flourished, employing at its height in the 1960s more than 1,000 local people, producing high-quality sheepskin coats and shoes. But the world changes, and in the 1980s the business collapsed and the factory lay deserted. So it remained for 30 years, until finally in 2008 the Regional Development Agency stated, demolition is the only option. And they would have demolished it, had not an intrepid group of teenagers occupied the building in protest.
Really appreciate any support given, and we want to send our thanks out to everyone who has helped us along the way and still is.
Remarkably, their voices were heard and the building was saved. The red brick building was bought for £1 from the RDA, and £150,000 was raised in 6 months through a community share issue.
The early vision for this project was to take our enthusiasm to the community and say, here's an iconic building, this is our opportunity to invest both money and time in this building, own it, and we can make of it what we want for the use of the whole community.
The call went out, and volunteers flocked to the site to start work.
What it did show was that there was an enormous amount of community support for the whole red brick project. The way these things work is that you need probably half a dozen totally devoted volunteers, without which it wouldn't happen at all. And everybody you know every now and again. I don't know how we did it, but everybody turned up. And we got it in on time and on budget with a lot of help from a lot of people, and opened in the December.
The building was formally opened to the public in 2013.
Can it be a place of inspiration and learning for us all?
The response from the community was overwhelming, with 3,000 visitors attending the open day.
We chose to set the Red Brick Building Centre up as a community benefit society because a community benefit society has got 3 key attributes. It's totally democratic, 1 member, 1 vote. It brings together the community benefit with the trading activity, the commercial enterprise, and it has a legally enforceable asset lock, which means that the asset which you're creating cannot be dispersed for private gain.
Personally, I was keen to get involved because my mum worked here for Moorlands in the 50s. Sadly, she passed away about 4 years ago now. But, it means a lot to me being able to be in a building where she once worked as well.
We have a business in Bristol, a Boca Bar in Bristol. I think the difference for us in Glastonbury is that we are part of a community project. Of course, we're still a business and we want to do well as a business, but we're also very keen to kind of, get this idea of the arts, education, enterprise really going, and so that there would be kind of a hub of activity here. I mean, we've obviously both grew up with the Glastonbury Festival, the music once a year, and we wanted to bring a bit of that into this building.
Every time it rains, it rains.
Obviously, we employ people, so we employ up to 30 people, full and part-time. I think also we wanted to help make this building a place where young people could come and congregate, be actively involved in something, and that there'd be more of a reason for them to actually stay in Glastonbury and Street and the surrounding area, rather than having to move out to Bristol or into London.
In 2012 we had a consultation with the local youths to find out exactly what they would like from a youth cafe, and it's been great because now they've got a space where they can come, feel safe, meet with their friends, and the social element is really important. I think the engagement is really good. There's a lot of things with the local schools where we're linking up. I like the thought that we're actually giving them the opportunity to hone their craft, build their confidence, and we do it here.
We're sitting in the community garden at the moment, and this is a place where we have a regular gardening club on a Wednesday. It's where people can learn all different aspects of gardening. And what we'd like to encourage here is all sorts of groups from the communities to come and use this space. We have a group of adults with learning difficulties come in every other Thursday, and I think everyone that does volunteer here learns a lot, gets a lot from it.
So far, over £1 million has been raised, and buildings A and B are fully occupied. They include a media unit, a hot desk area, an artisans collective, a natural health practice, and an architecture partnership. The Red Brick Building has become a successful cultural and social hub, hosting a rich array of dance, theatre, films, workshops, lectures, and debates.
Which of the panel can successfully explain how our debt-based economy works? And I know the answer.
But the job is only half done. Building C remains derelict, open to the elements, and deteriorating daily. Architects' plans for the next stage of the development have been drawn up and approved. £250,000 is needed to put a roof on it and make it safe.
What we've seen come to fruition is hundreds of people get involved in the whole project, and what we want them to see is they need to be shareholders and members as well, because we need them and they need us.
It's a great creative hub for Glastonbury and a wonderful place to be, so it's been a fantastic fit for us as a small business to grow in.
It's warm, it's dry, it's cheap. It's like a big family unit, and for me that's really special.
Being at Red Brick Building has been great for us, absolutely fantastic. It's just got the right sort of ambience for us. It's community-led, perfect place for community radio station to be.
I think there's endless potential for this project to keep growing as long as it keeps getting the energy of new people getting involved. It plays a unique part in the local community, I think. In a very exciting way, it's recreating the old role that the Moorlands Tannery played in the whole local community and economy.
When I came here, I really felt the spirit of, of art and creation, and this is what I wish will carry on,
There's only one word that comes to me in this, and it's transformation. And so many extraordinary, beautiful people have got caught up in this particular episode of transformation.
It is truly an extraordinary time, and the one thing that we can be guaranteed of when a clock strikes midnight is change.
Fingers crossed. Yes, indeed. In the following wind, I think you'll be all right.